For the whole year na nangyayari dun sa venue nila, sa Kamsur, they are in the news, they are on TV, they are on radio. They became the number one sports tourism destination in the country. So siguro parang binavalidate yung point mo. Marketing actually will decide how popular a place or a sport is.
Right. For example, if you look at like golf, for example, the main sponsor for like I was using for example like Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
Nike is his main sponsor.
Mm.
So basically, they have a big expenditure or surplus for marketing only on Nike products. So in turn, what happens? The more you market something, the more it's going to sell.
So it becomes bigger and bigger
Yeah,
and overwhelms everything else.
yeah. So basically, if you over market a certain issue, then basically you're running everything else out short. So for example, like with Manny Pacquiao, he's the main contributor, the main sponsor for boxing. But why is that? Because he's famous in the country. He's basically the number one respected athlete in the country. So for him, his sport is boxing. So that's why boxing is almost, in my own personal opinion, will become the same as PBA.
Going back to that point, kanina naglalakad ako sa LRT sa may Avenida, and sumilip ako pababa, looking down dun sa near the streets in Avenida. There were a lot of informal settlers
Right.
in Avenida, and people were about five to 10 people deep, surrounding two two other guys who were boxing. So that's a surprise to me. That's the first time I ever saw that happen there. And yun nga, siguro pinapakita nito kung gaano ka-popular na ngayon ang boxing, dahil sa gitna ng kalye, sa gitna ng katanghalian, merong nagpapatournament ng boxing sa Avenida. So, ganun na ka-popular talaga ang boxing.
Yeah, so that lets you know once again where the marketing went and how many people it actually reached by marketing, whether it be by radio, whether it be by TV, whether it be by newspaper. It's it's basically how far out, how many people can you basically touch with any sport, any sport. Yes, my favorite sport's baseball, but I also at the same time I think of other sports also.
So, kung balik tayo sa baseball, David, going back to baseball, how does baseball get a share of that? How will baseball mount a marketing campaign para i-capture yung market sa Pilipinas, para capture yung hearts and minds ng mga baseball loving public? Paano kung gagawa ng ganun?
Basically, with basically what's gotta happen is basically you gotta take athletes within the sport or whatever, and basically market them like they do in everything else. So, for example, if you have a PBA player and he comes from a certain area or a certain place, like let's say, for example, you use the two from Cebu Dolphins that are from Antipolo, then you would market those two players within Antipolo to gain their support within the PABA. So in turn, in marketing, you would market them in their areas that they come from to see how far they went and where they are going.
So, ayun, siguro alam ko kung paano yun. That's possible. And actually, ginagawa na right now. I know na nilalapitan nila, hindi lang yun sa baseball players, but other sports also, like the Patrimonio Sisters. You see them in billboards already, marketing different products, and that in turn returns to making the sport of tennis more popular. But is this desirable? How is this desirable na more sports, not just baseball, not just basketball? Bakit mas maganda kung mas maraming mga sport ang mas popular sa Pilipinas kaysa basketball lang? Bakit mas maganda to?
It's basically got to be broke down in seasons. This is basically the bottom line. You got to have a season for one or the other.
Yeah.
Like for example, if you're going to take baseball, for example, and you're going to run the season from August to December or August to January, okay, those months are strictly basically marketing, if the marketing is there for said sport, and then January to March or January to April or May, then those months only will basically focus PBA. Kind of like the NBA and the MLB and the NFL and the States does, they don't cut each other's throat. And all of them share the same as far as their marketing.
I think siguro yun ang kulang siguro nga dito, no? Wala pang maturity.
Yeah.
Na dahil hindi nakikita pa ng PBA na if you develop other sports din, di ba? Na if you hindi mo sinasaturate ng year-round na puro PBA, hindi magsasawa yung tao. Kasi ngayon parang, kasi nga isang taon puro PBA, nagsasawa tuloy yung mga tao.
Yeah. So I mean, you know, in the long-term side of it, that's the issue that you're going to have. And then how can other sports develop, and how can other children participate at the professional level? How can they? If you get a certain group that loves it so much, and then they just stay there, they never move on, or they don't retire, or they don't do anything, then where's your replacements for them? There is none, because basically you cut them short.
So yun nga, ganun din dun sa not just people but organizations din.
Yeah.
Siguro yung ang PBA, hindi naman lahat ng Pilipino ay magiging 6-footer, hindi naman lahat ng Pilipino ay magiging pagkabilis-bilis na magiging kaya nilang managinip at mag-aspire na maging PBA player. Siguro iba maliliit lang, pwede na siguro sa bigyan naman natin ng espasyo ang baseball siguro, di ba?
You know, I prove that theory every year. People always ask me, well, how can Filipino players be competitive internationally? And I tell them all the time, well, to prove your point that a short Filipino can be very successful in the sport, size doesn't matter. And I prove that every year when local children that are, you know, they don't get very big, but yet they beat players and teams that are twice their size. So when it comes to their skill level, it's basically all in what they are taught. But on the PBA side, basically height has its advantage.
Yes.
If you look at Spud Webb, he was very short, but his skills were still there.
Yes.
But on the history basically speaks for itself. For here, it's basically height. That's why you're starting to see so many imports coming here to play for the different PBA teams, because they're seeing that height has its advantages.
Yes, and that's actually another issue for another time. Phil's coming in to dominate the PBA. Okay, ang bilis na isang oras, David. That took up an hour, and napaka-interesting ng discussion natin dahil ibang-iba ngayon, dahil baseball nga pinag-usapan. At ang napaka-unique pati from the point of view of not a Filipino but a baseball lover, baseball player from the United States. Okay, David, would you like to tinatawag natin, panghuling pananalita na batiin mo naman yung mga, maybe you'd like to greet somebody in Antipolo, or last message, something that you'd like to leave the listeners with?
Well, one thing that I would like to leave behind is basically all those players that love the sport, stick with it. If that is where your passion leads you, then stay with it, regardless of where it may be at the moment. Follow your dreams. If that is your love, then fulfill it, regardless of what challenges or situations come your way. If you love the sport, stay with it.
Okay, thank you very much, David Flowers. Yun na po ang kabuuan ng ating programa na ibang-iba ngayon, dahil baseball naman ang pinag-usapan na sa MBC Sports Center. Ito po si Roel Vidal. Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat.
Okay na.
Mga bagay na kakaiba, mga bagay na di kayang ipaliwanag ng pangkaraniwang kaisipan, mga likhang minsan nakikita, minsan nawawala, mga tanong tungkol sa nilalang na di maintindihan, mga misteryo. Misteryo, ipaliliwanag, bibigyang linaw ni kasamang Ray Sibaya, ang BC